Hi guys, a little bit more on working remotely. I'm going to dig into the Adobe toolset for the phone. Adobe have got quite a few nice phone applications. On the phone that I've got, I have loaded both the Microsoft applications and the Adobe applications, so we can look at both and compare them and see how they help the man on the street to work remotely. So with that, I'm going to switch across to my trusty phone, and you will see that I've created groups on the phone screen over here, and I've created a group of Microsoft applications, I've created a group of Google applications, and I've created a group of Adobe applications. And today what we're going to do quickly is we're just going to dig into Fill and Scan and Adobe Acrobat. So the three that are on the top line we're going to use together in a quick little process to help us scan a document, sign it, send it off. Very similar to what we did with the Office products from Microsoft, so this would be the comparative analysis. So I'm going to click on Adobe Scan, and I'm going to click on the camera. And what it does is it comes up in this interface here, and it's showing you to then put it over the document. You'll see it'll find the four corners, it tells you to hold still, and it will automatically click the button and take the image. So there's no pressing involved there, you just point it at the document, and when it's ready it'll take the document. You can then trim, square it up, go from there, etc. What I've done is I've used a square little white piece over here. It's not an actual page size, but the important thing to notice is the contrast between the white paper and the dark background helps the software do what it needs to do. So we'll hit continue, and since we don't want to take another page, we're just going to click on that little page that we've got already. And then tells you that you can do various things at the bottom. So you can clean it up, you can change the color, you can rotate it if you've taken it sideways, you can crop it, you can change the order of the pages, and you can even still go back and add another page or delete a page. All those options are on the bottom. There's a little pencil at the top. You bring my mouse across. There's a little pencil at the top there, which you can use to edit the title. So we can edit the title there, delete a few of these things here, say this is my scan 5 or something like that, depending on how many tests I've done so far. And then if you press enter, it'll save that. At this point, when I'm finished with the document, I want to click the save PDF that's in the top corner over here to be able to save the PDF. That then puts it away in your documents, and from here we're done with Adobe Scan. We've brought it in with the scan side. It's then going to see if there's any text on the page and recognize it. If it can't find any text, it'll just leave it as it is. And then from there we can bring it into Acrobat. So there's the Acrobat button. It's now opened up the Acrobat app on our phone. It's brought in the document as we have it. And there's a couple of things we can do. The first thing we can look at is the pencil over here that allows us to edit and sign the document. We've then got the sharing icon at the top here where we can then send it out again. So let's tick on the pencil, and you'll see that you've got a comment option and you've got a fill and sign option that don't have a star next to them, so they don't need any extra licensing. Those are the free features. The edit PDF and organize pages, you need to have a fully licensed version of Acrobat to do it. We're going to use the fill and sign option, which is over here, so we're going to click on that, and then across the bottom you will get text input. You can put a tick box or a cross, you can put dots. You've got a little black line which is normally used for redacting, so that we can put a line through sentences that you don't want, for example in a legal document, or you can make that line thicker and actually black out certain text so that no one can read it. And you've got a nice little circle here that you can drop in there to highlight stuff. And the last little option that you've got is the little signature, which is normally your fountain pen. So we're going to click on that, and as we saw in our previous video, which I'll link at the bottom, we've created our signatures. So I'll click on the signature, and then I'll tap somewhere on the screen to say, great, I want to put the picture there. Now I'm going to show you two things here. Adobe's really clever with how they place it. When you drag the signature around the place, it puts a little circle at the top so that you don't have to try and look underneath your thumb to see where it's going to land up. They're showing you above here exactly where it's going to land up. So if I want to get it exactly on top of that little picture, there it goes. I've still got the resize options, that's still true, and I can delete and start again if I want to, but it's nice. The preview above your finger enables you to put it exactly on the lines that you need to, etc., for a signature. You also have, if you've loaded it, you also have your initials, and you can pop your initials on the bottom corner of every page like for a legal document, so that's all nice. You've got the text box, and I'll click the text box up here somewhere, and then we can type in some letters in there, and we've then got, if we go back out, we've then got the text inside of the document. So there's your text inside of the document. My font is very small there, so the hello is a small little hello that's sitting up at the top here, but you can change the font to fit whatever's going on. So that's how you can fill and sign and initial a document with this. And then obviously the next thing to do is you can click the little tick at the top here to save that away, or from directly inside the application you can actually now go and share that. So we can say share, and it's going to say great, how do you want to do this? And I can either use their system, which is the default, or I can get a link or share a copy. So now, depending on how you want to do this, we can put in an email address up there. We'll put in our email address, and then we can send the email away. Now this uses Adobe's cloud document storage, so it's going to send an email with a link in it to say here's the document, you can get it from here, and this is a free service that they give you, so that's not a problem as far as that goes. And you'll see I've just received the email saying somebody has just sent you a scan with the title of the scan and the rest of the stuff that's inside of there. I'm going to go and click the button. Are you enjoying this? No, I don't think we'll review this. We're now back to the scan menu over here, and this is the basic Adobe scan that we started out with. So we popped out from Adobe Scan into Acrobat. From Acrobat we popped into Fill and Sign, and from there we were able to mail the document out that we'd filled in. So when you look at this little tool set here, the three across the top work together in a nice fashion so that you can scan documents and fill them in and sign them and send them off. We'll get into the other Adobe products that you can use here. You'll see I've got Photoshop and Lightroom in there, and at some point there'll be some videos to cover those too as well, so you can do some work inside of those. Righto, and that's it for that lot. We'll see you on the next video.